Welcome back to Get Connected. I'm your host, Conn Jackson, coming to you from Prague in the Czech Republic, and we are going to have a blast together. But one thing you know is we've got to have good nutrition to get through the day. And no better person to talk to than Ashley Koff live. She's going to tell us also about fair trade. How does that all work? We're in Prague, fair trade. You're about to find out as we talk to Ashley. Welcome to Get Connected.
Hi, Conn. Thanks for having me.
Well, Ashley, it's great to have you with us today. I'm just curious, as a celebrity nutritionist, how do you personally start off breakfast each and every day?
Thank you. Well, I'm actually a celebrity dietitian, so I just make that distinction. It means that I have a license. But I start the day in a number of different ways. If I'm home, I love to start the day with a walk, and first thing in the morning, I'll have a glass of water with some lemon in it, and then go for a walk, and then I'll come back ready for my breakfast. And there are so many different ways that you can have a fair trade breakfast, like I do. I might have quinoa one morning. I might decide to have a cup of tea and then have a whole grain toast with an almond butter, and I love chocolate, so I'll mix a little bit of cacao powder in there. If I am having a coffee, I might add some almond milk to it and then put a little bit of vanilla in there or cinnamon, because I like all of those different spices, and all of these different things are also fair trade certified.
Well, Ashley, I know you mentioned coffee. I'm just curious, how did you become so passionate about fair trade?
Yeah, fair trade, and the reason that I'm really attracted to it is, as a dietitian, I really do my best to promote choosing the best quality products, and that means that we're going to get optimal health for ourselves. But what we can't look at is just what's healthy for me. Really what we're looking at today, we understand that we have a global community, and we need to support the health of the global community. So what fair trade means is that we are supporting with our dollars fair trade for the communities that are growing and producing our food. So we're supporting them from an environmental standpoint and also an economic standpoint. And when we purchase fair trade, that means that they get the dollars directly from our purchase, so that they are then empowered to choose to spend them within their community to support their community's health as they want to. So it's also really supporting the cultures around the world as well. We're not just giving them aid in the form of dollars, we're giving them our support for them to grow their own communities.
Well, Ashley, how can we best support your efforts?
I recommend, and especially in honor of World Fair Trade Day this Saturday, I recommend that everybody start out with a fair trade breakfast. It's very easy to do, and actually it becomes even more economically favorable for us, because on the fairtradeusa.org website, there are a lot of coupons for all of these amazing products. And so many of them are also certified organic, which I love. So you can decide to have a breakfast of a quinoa bowl, you can grab and go a bar, you can have a banana with some nut butter and chocolate, you can have your cup of coffee or your cup of tea, and all of that is fair trade certified.
All right, Ashley, what will you be serving at your fair trade breakfast, and how do I get invited?
It's such a toss-up for me. I feel like I can never serve just one thing, so I definitely will be doing quinoa, and I love to do a quinoa bowl where I put cinnamon and chocolate, the cacao powder in there. I do coconut shreds, and I like to crumble up some nuts and seeds like hemp seeds. And then for others, I have people in my house that just absolutely love their banana with almond butter or peanut butter in the morning, and so I'll also be serving that. And then coffee or tea. And sometimes I also will do a fruit bowl as well, and again using fair trade certified products throughout all of that.
Well, I certainly would love to join you for that. That sounds yummy. Now let's turn our attention to general nutrition. What are 5 superfoods you want us all to include in our daily regimen?
Sure. That's an interesting term because it's actually a marketing term. So I actually believe that foods are super, whereas food products, things that are really highly processed, those are the things that you want to avoid. So the nice part about it, and you can see on my fair trade certified table, is that there are so many things, and it includes, organic sugar, it includes your pineapple and your mango. We really want to be consuming things in their whole food form, and that's really what's going to make them super. And then I also look at products from around the world. I'm a big fan of things like acai or coconut palm sugar or coconut water, things that were cacao. I think I've mentioned cacao and chocolate quite a bit, or chia seeds. There are foods that we're bringing in from around the world that are really nutrient packed, very nutrient dense, and they add a lot to our, even if we're using small amounts of them, but they add a lot to every eating occasion, which can make them super as well.
Ashley, what have you seen as the most effective way to lose weight and keep it off?
Absolutely. In my opinion, I believe that the secret to nutrition for optimal health is understanding the body's physiology and really understanding that it's all a game of energy. Our body is a series of energy equations. And so what I like to do is remind people of very simple math. You know, we don't want any sloppy addition or division where we have these remainders left over. And the way to do that is eat food in its whole food form, and eat and try to go for a serving of carbohydrate, protein, and healthy fat, plus an unlimited amount of vegetables at every eating occasion. Think of your body like a race car. You want a pit stop throughout the day because unfortunately our bodies are not designed to have very good storage centers, or they're extremely good storage centers, which means that when we put something into storage and that our storage system is fat, our body doesn't call on it if we need more energy. Instead, our body calls out for new sources of energy. So what we want to do is we want to be really efficient like a race car and only put into our bodies exactly what it needs for energy in that time period to get us to the next pit stop.
I love Ashley. She gets us healthy and nutritious, and let me tell you, what she offers as suggestions is certainly delicious. But when we return, we're going to need our energy because we are going to get through Prague walking. This is one of the most amazing cities in the world to walk around. Right here we have St. Vitus, which is a cathedral of awesomeness. We've got the Prague Castle over here and our super surprise right over there. I'll meet you there when we come back.